So Toby and I are going to be attempting to make a repair of his OBO high control kickers. He got these kickers used last summer, and as you can tell, they're in pretty decent shape, both of them. A little bit of tearing here, but not anything that affects the performance. However, on both sets, the tongues have come out. Tongue here and the tongue here. I contacted OBO of New Zealand, and this is what they suggested for a fix for these tongues. They said, first off, I would need some epoxy and some zip ties and a drill. We've already cleaned the surfaces here, and we had previously tried to glue this in the past, but we've got this pretty much cleaned off as much as possible. We'll probably clean it off a little bit more. And what we're going to attempt to do is, first off, here, hold the camera. We're going to make a mark right at the point where the zip tie would come through on the kicker. The zip tie is going to add pressure to the epoxy, and then we'll cut it off. We'll make holes through the foam at those points, and once we epoxy this on, we'll zip tie it tight and then cut off the extra zip tie, and hopefully that'll last longer than just epoxy alone. All right, so we've already made one hole on one side, and now Toby is going to go straight up and down and drill another hole into this side. So we've drilled two holes, one on this side all the way through, and one on this side right here, all the way through. We're going to double check that our zip tie can go through them.
Yeah, there it is. I'm going to take the other way, just to be safe.
Yep, so it's a good width for the zip tie.
Preparing it for just like to pull it down. And we're going to put the epoxy on, and then this thing, and then it'll be good. We just gotta let it dry.
So we have applied the epoxy, and we have applied one of the zip ties right here. On the other side, it looks like this. Once we cut the end off, you'll barely know it's there. We're going to add a second one for more stability. We're going to add a second one right about here and here. We'll drill two more holes. So here's what we have wound up with on the back end. And on the fore end, we'll cut those tabs off. And I think this will keep this tongue on now. You see a little bit of the epoxy. It still needs to dry. It should dry clear.